Lobby is one of my go-to places for specialty paper. I love all things that are glittery and gold and shimmery, and I'm on the hunt for some sea or water themed or ocean themed paper. So let's see what I can find. So it looks like I've hit the mermaid jackpot. Really cute kit, very decently priced, and 40% off. Can't beat that. I'm going to pick up a couple of extra sheets to go along with this kit that's sold. So I'm back from Hobby Lobby, and I have put all of that amazing paper kit to use by creating this adorable album. I love all the glittery and shiny paper. If you're interested in a full flip through of this album, please see the link below. But what you're going to see is that I've made it. But the problem I have now is I still have all these leftovers. What do I do with all these odds and ends? I mean, I can throw them in my scraps pile, but let's be honest, I don't go back to this very often. So while I still have this project fresh in mind, I'm going to show you a couple of tips and tricks that I use to use up some of these leftovers. So one of my favorite things to do is to make extra pages or inserts into my albums. And this is where I get to have fun and be creative, but I also get to use up all of my scraps. And so here's an example of what I'm going to show you how I did today. First of all, I'm going to talk about how do I make a tag within a tag, and how do I jazz up coin envelopes. So let's start with the tags within the tags. I love my punches. You're going to need 2 different sizes of tags, but you could also do this with store-bought or die cut it out shapes. What you're going to need is 1 tag that's large, 1 tag that's smaller, so you can insert it in. I punch it out, and then what you've got here is you're going to want to create a fold. The goal for this is that you're creating a pocket that you can slide this second tag right into. I first start with the bigger tag, and you're going to glue this down or use your stickies, right? Your mono adhesive tabs, stick it down, but you want to leave space to put that tag inside of it. And a trick I'm going to teach you, if you are using double-sided paper that has a design on both sides, you don't have to do this extra step. But in this case, the kits, and this is one of the drawbacks I found, is that they only are decorated on one side. So I'm going to get to use up more leftovers and just cover this white strip if I don't want it. And that's where I get this look here. So I actually glued an extra layer on top. Also, what you can do with that smaller tag or the insert is endless. One of the things that I chose to do was pull out my stamps, which often don't get used. So this was a great way for me to get those products out. And what I did was I stamped on a white piece of cardstock my images or my sentiments. So you can make as many tags as you like and stick another tag in. You can also not use tags. You could stick a small photo, you could stick some small journaling, you could stick flowers, whatever you want to go on your inner tag. I chose to use stamped images. And this is going to become like an 8x8 insert into my mini album, but you could also use this on a 12x12 layout, do this in a card. This technique can be used in so many different fun ways. This is just how I chose to use it. So pick a paper out of your stash of scraps. What I like to do is I just like to grab the envelope, measure it. I'm going to adhere all my adhesive here and then just cut around. I will do contrasting colors. I like to make the top of the envelope. You could just leave it the brown, that's fine too. But what you'll see I like to do is I like to actually put pattern paper there too. Then don't forget to add any ink that you want to pop it out. And you can insert more journaling, more tags, or more pictures. It's a great place to just put, or if you especially want hidden journaling or hidden objects, great place to store it. One final technique I want to talk about that you can use to get rid of all of your scraps is get out your square punches or other shapes, punch a shape, right? In this case, I did a square. You could also do this by hand or use one of your die cutting machines for it. But I've got my square. This is a great way for me to use up leftover glitter paper. I threw on a piece of leftover washi tape, and then I had one flower left, and I had one purple gem left. But what happens is I can take all these fun little odds and ends that are left over, and they become really fun embellishments that I can add to any page. Thank you for joining me in the nest today. I hope I've given you a few tips and tricks to get rid of your pretty scrap pile when it comes to all of these papers that we've invested in. If you like this type of content, please take a moment and hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, and you'll be notified of my next video.